Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. And for today's episode we are looking at Star Wars Droids by Dark Horse Comics. Our first Dark Horse comic in this series. And why did I buy this comic? I don't know. It was Star Wars, and this was in that murky middle part of Star Wars, where excuse me, where we are like when did this come out? 1 second. 94, August of 94, April of 94. So this is like what? Return of the Jedi came out in 83, so 11 years removed from Return of the Jedi, and we were still a couple years out from the prequels. So to fill in the gaps, I mean, obviously I don't know if by then there were plans of making the new movies. But Dark Horse was doing what they could with the property. This was coming off, I want to say, after the whole heir to the Empire storyline and all of that came out from Dark Horse, so they were just trying something new with focusing on C-3PO and R2-D2. So I said, well, let's give this comic a shot. Like most everything in the 90s, right? I gave it a shot, and this was the only issue that I got. And you're gonna see why in just a second. So this is a typical 90s gimmicky cover. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like embossing on the cover. This is raised, and you can see it right there. This is like taking the for those who know comics, who are watching this, like that Death Blow cover that came out from Image, right? So this is pretty much in that style of cover. But yeah, this comic, I don't even know if I mean, I probably I read it the one time when I bought it, and that's about it. So this is nearly 30 years old. Wow, holy crap. 94, 2004, 2000, yeah, nearly, ooh, wow, damn, I'm old. Anyway, yeah, this is an example of just buying a comic because it was there. I saw it in the comic book shop here where I used to buy my comics, and I thought, well, it's Star Wars, might be exciting. They're focusing on the droids. They always got, they were heavily featured in the movies, and R2 was the secret hero of nearly every single movie. So yeah, I thought, well, let's give it a shot. But it's the credits have Dan Thorsland as the script, I guess, writer. Pencils by Bill Hughes, inks by Andy Mujinski. And like I said earlier, this came out in April of 1994. Now, why did I not continue with this series? Because it wasn't what I expected. Pretty much in this issue, R2 and C-3PO are babysitters. Pretty much. They get into wacky hijinks, and like almost Scooby-Doo-esque. but yeah, it's not good. So, and what I'm trying to remember, I don't remember if this falls in what part of the timeline it falls in Star Wars. I don't know if it's like post rebellion victory over the Empire, or if it takes place before all that. Because again, the prequels haven't come out yet. So in the prequels, we have that C-3PO was created by Anakin, and so maybe in the comics, they have a different idea. Because again, I don't remember what the timeline for this is. If this was before they joined the Rebel Alliance, or afterwards, because it does seem. I mean, again, I would need to reread the issue to know, why is it that R2 and 3PO aren't with either, especially R2, why he's not with Luke, and why C-3PO isn't with the Rebel Alliance, helping Princess Leia and all of that. So yeah, like I said, they play pretty much babysitters in this series for this little brat. I think they see something right here, something about stop torturing stop teasing them, and then something about there you go. See, you're not very nice for a nanny, you dweezer. So yeah, they reduced C-3PO and R2 to, like I said, nannies slash babysitters, right? And the art style for this, again, just wasn't, something that caught my eye. I probably may have stayed with the series one more issue if the art was something that I liked. But no, it wasn't my cup of tea, you could say. And then again, the story, it's just not what I expected. Them playing babysitter to this kid, and yeah. But again, the art is not. I don't want to call it bad. It's just basic. I want to say. Again, it's not ugly. It's not nothing is out of proportion or anything. I mean, the features are nice and everything. It's a solid cartoony style. If this was like an animation style, for a cartoon, it would be perfectly acceptable, right? Maybe that was the intent for this series, because again, it's very intended to be very lighthearted, right, and fun. So it fits with the tone, I guess, of what the story is. But again, it wasn't what I was hoping for at the time. But again, everything's drawn perfectly nice. You can tell the kid has, like evil intentions, Again, I'm not gonna be able to tell you what's going on in this issue, other than what you're seeing, because for me, I mean, am I a Star Wars fan? Yes. Am I a huge Star Wars fan that knows every single race of aliens and who and what and where and everything? No. My basic knowledge of Star Wars is the movies and some extended universe type of things, but it's mostly just what's in the movies, right? I'm a fan of those characters, right? So that's why I gave this issue a shot. because of the familiarity with, you know, R2 and C-3PO. But here we've got this kid who, I don't know what kind of, he likes to get in trouble, and then every time, you know, he gets pissed off at C-3PO or R2, he buzzes them. You know, it's like a shock collar for your dog. Or in movies, you know, when someone gets out of line, they tase them and all of that. At least it's not like freaking what was it? Running Man, when they were escaping from prison and their heads popped off, exploded from that collar. So yeah, this kid was he was Richie Rich, but like evil. Was there an evil Richie Rich? I'm trying to remember. I think so. And yeah, so the kid gets into some sort of trouble with this alien here, and he's trying to reach for his buzzer for some reason or another. And then Olag is going to cheat Grandpa. But I thought you were trying to cheat. Well. Then they get into this space cruiser here, and they go off into an adventure in space. Obviously, C-3PO, I don't think C-3PO ever piloted anything in the movies. I don't know if he even knows how to fly. So they crash land into something. I think the kid breaks his leg. Yeah, it's broken, and then all of that. So now C-3PO is helping the brat that tortured him throughout most of the issue. By this point, I don't know what the hell happened to R2. I think it was just them that went off in this adventure. And then I don't know if he's trying to trade off the spaceship or something. Well, here's C-3PO. He's with that bad guy, I guess. No, that's the bad guy. Who's this? This is the grandfather. So C-3PO stayed behind. I'm sorry, R2 stayed behind with the grandfather, the kid's grandfather. And then you have some mysterious figure coming up. Kind of looks like an evil Yoda. Then I'm not exactly sure what the hell's happening here. Somebody comes in blasting through the door. And then either that's the grandfather, the father, who's the kid, who's the father of the kid. And then boom, here comes our C-3PO with the brat to save the day. They come and rescue Grandpa. And then hijinks, yuck, yuck, yuck. And then the kid finally realizes that he was too mean to C-3PO and R2. And then, you know, something here, you know, I don't know, what I did was wrong. I know what I did was wrong. I guess I thought Lux money would take care of me or something. Boy, was I stupid. What I need is friends that stay because they want to, not because they have to. Speaking, of course, of C-3PO and R2, and he removes their buzzer, right? And then, you know, pretty much leaves them, I don't know if it sets them free. And then, typical closing shot of a Star Wars movie, you know, from behind, overlooking the horizon, right? So yeah, it's like I said, if you give this to like a 12-year-old, they'll probably like it. but you know, a teenager or late teen, or you know, a 20-something guy, this comic was not gonna appeal to them unless they're like super into C-3PO and R2. So yeah, I know that I skimmed over this entire issue pretty quickly, but again, you know, it's just again, like I said, the art is not bad. It's serviceable for what it's trying to tell you. Nothing is too wonky. Nothing is off. You know, it's just your, I wanna say, you know, like your run-of-the-mill artwork. You know, it's nice, basic storytelling. Nothing too crazy. You know, but it's also nothing that is going to like blow you away, right? It's just nice and solid. So yeah, there we have it. Star Wars Droids. Please don't buy this comic. Again, unless you're a super fan of both. But yeah, if you see this in the quarter bin or something, don't even bother. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.